Yo, what is up, all you games out there? The name is Tekken Heat, and I'm bringing you guys another Call of Duty commentary, and this time I'm bringing you guys quite a highly debated topic that's been going around for the past couple months, I would say, and that is the next Call of Duty, what it should be, and why. Now, for those guys that are unaware, the next Call of Duty is gonna be made by Treyarch. They have already been making it. The name has already been made. The gameplays and stuff is already in the making. Everything is underway to its release in November, I believe. And a lot of people are really, really wondering what it's going to be. Many people are saying it's going to be Black Ops 3 to continue the Black Ops series that's currently going on, or World at War 2. Now, World at War 2 has actually been kind of, many people have actually been wanting this for quite a while now. They actually wanted Black Ops 2 to be a World at War 2, mainly because we've been going further on into the future that actually wait, my bad. When I say Black Ops 2 to be World at War 2, what I meant to say was Advanced Warfare, since this was supposed to be, sorry, someone's calling me. Um since this was supposed to be Treyarch's year, they wanted this to be World at War 2, but because of that, it was delayed in a way. So many people have been wanting World at War 2 for quite some time now, and the reason for this is because we have been going farther and farther into the future. Whether it be by a couple years, by a century, or God knows how much longer. Um, People are just thinking that we are getting too that we're just going too far. We're just going too far, and we need a new refresh. We need to go back now. We need to go back to the World at War, World War Two style, since we haven't had that ever since World at War One, and that was right after COD 4. So I'm just gonna throw it out here, but that was like over 5 years ago. Um, so it's kind of understandable why many people are actually wanting a World at War 2. And in my honest opinion, what do I think? I really think that after Advanced Warfare, I think going to back to World War 2, I think that's kind of taking a step back. And I know in a way, that's the point to, go back in time, take it back to the whole traditional way, like traditional way. But in all honesty, I think many people are going to be so accustomed to these exosuits and this new play style that some people just might not want to go back. Like, look at how things are now. Before Advanced Warfare came out, everybody was bashing on it because they thought the exosuits was going to ruin it. They thought the exosuits was going to ruin Call of Duty. That's not how Call of Duty is. Everything's just going to be straight up bad, and people were just saying that this is the worst decision they ever decided to make. Call of Duty is now officially dead. But once the game came out, and I remember hearing about this in a podcast called Painkiller Already, and they mentioned that this was probably one, like, it's been so long since a Call of Duty has turned from hate into praise. And when you think about it, it is so true. Nowadays, you hardly hear much negativity about these exosuits. Nowadays, many people are actually praising and are saying how Call of Duty has been needing this new feel for so long. Because one of the things that has been, rumoring about Call of Duty's death is that it's the same exact thing. Every card that comes after is the same exact thing, but it's just a different texture with different weapons, and it dies out quickly because it's still the same card we've been playing every single year. We've been spending $60 every single year to play the same exact thing. We're pretty much paying for a bigger DLC in a way. And I think that was one of the reasons why you'll see in every single Call of Duty more and more the new release COD, it's not played for too long. It used to be COD 4 was played for like 2 years straight. World at War was played for a year straight. Modern Warfare 2 was played for like almost a year. Then Black Ops 1, it got shortened. Modern Warfare 3 was shortened to the point where it would only be for like after a couple months of release, the COD would all of a sudden be no more, and everybody just straight up goes back to multi COD. And one of the reasons for that was because it was the same exact thing. You're playing the same exact game, so it was just no change. But when Advanced Warfare came out, a lot of people saw this as something new. And I know I kind of, you know, didn't really stick to the topic in a way, but I'm just letting you guys know that going back to World at War 2, I think it will be taking too much of a step back. Not only are we taking the exo movements back to traditional style, but think about the weapons. In World at War, a lot of the weapons, like our assault rifles, were kind of just single fired FAL, NK-14 style weapons, where it's just constant single fires. They had some SMGs, yes, that were fully automatic, but when you think about it, like a lot of the weapons is kind of, is it's not modern day. I know like that's obvious, but when you think about it, it's just like the stuff that happened back in World at War, that is just like that's far too history for us nowadays. We would probably be looking at some of these weapons like what the fuck is this? Like this is a piece of shit. Where are my futuristic looking sights and stuff? Like I'm pretty sure back in the days they didn't have um red dots, ACOGs, thermals and stuff like that. Well, they probably had the actually no, I don't even think World at War they had the little thermal sights, thermal glasses and stuff that you could use in COD 4. Like when you think about it, a lot of the stuff we're not even gonna get if we go back. However, what I think should happen is they should combine the two. I also heard about this idea, and that is, what if, seeing how all of these futuristic CODs, they're normally ending in big catastrophes, something massive happens that starts destroying some part of the area. What if you get all that and you turn the future into an apocalypse to where it's coming to the point where we actually have to start using these oldie style weapons? Or what if it's like a lot of the weapons we're using are kind of like hand me down, like man made? That sounds kind of stupid, but it's turning into where a lot of these things, they're old style weapons, but they kind of have this damaged feel to it where it's kind of like duct tape is wrapped around it. Like when you put it on a site, it's nothing that you can just snap onto it, but you gotta like tie it down, and where it's kind of like apocalyptic. So it's kind of like a future COD with an old timey feel to it. It sounds kind of weird, and I know I'm not the best at describing things, but if you can just think about it and hopefully imagine what I'm trying to say, hopefully you can come around and start seeing that, it's not that bad of an idea. Having a futuristic card, but with the past, features we used to have, some World at War style weaponry and stuff. If we can have that, I think a lot of people would feel a lot. Will kind of ease into that. You can kind of start having, it's in a way it's a best of both worlds. You have future with past features. So I know it sounds kind of odd, but it's just a little idea I just wanted to throw out there that I kind of heard from other people, and I also think like it would be interesting. It'd be pretty interesting. But I just think that if we did go fully back to World at War, it would be interesting for the first couple months. But I just think that people just be going back to Advanced Warfare saying how like it's just not the same anymore. How we have gone so far that going back is it's literally taking too many steps far back, and we just don't like it anymore. Like you can even tell Advanced Warfare has a mode where you don't use exosuits and hardly anybody plays it because it's not the same. It's too slow paced. Like you'll notice that now. It's too slow paced. And in a way that's why I just feel like if the next card were to come out, it would have to be a future. However, I can somewhat accept a future with some past, with some past like features. I think that would be interesting. I think that would be a best of both worlds. Let me know what you guys think about what the next COD should be. If it should be Black Ops 3, if it should be World at War 2, or if it should just be something else, something totally different. Let me know in the comments down below. Until next time, this has been your boy Taking Heat, and I'm out. Peace.